In today's Sharp Saturday video, we're going to take a look at what I consider an iconic folding knife from one of my favorite knife companies. Talking about the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. That's what's coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose. My name is Brian. Thanks for joining me for another Sharp Saturday video where it's Saturday and we take a look at something sharp. And like I said today, that something sharp is this Spyderco Paramilitary 2. This one with brown micarta handle scales and CPM crewware steel. We're going to take a close look at this thing, do a little bit of that science stuff coming up in just a minute. But first, as usual, today's words of wisdom from the Bible. Today's wisdom is from Proverbs chapter 27, verse 4 in the NLT version. Anger is cruel and wrath is like a flood, but jealousy is even more dangerous. And a big thank you to my friends at Hog Holsters for making today's video possible. Hog Holsters are the most comfortable, most concealable holster I've ever used. Like I said before, you've heard me say it. I looked for a lot of different holsters when I was kind of getting into the concealed carry thing. Once I found Hog, I quit looking. They're just absolutely wonderful. They're 100% made in the USA, made to order. Like there's no one size fits all. If you order a holster from Hog Holsters for your specific pistol model, it's made to fit your specific pistol model. So basically, they're all pretty much custom because I've been to the super secret shop location and they're literally painstakingly handcrafted to fit whatever model pistol you have. So you can't go wrong with Hog Holsters made in Arizona. And if there's somewhere on there that you think using a code might be beneficial and you put Survival on Purpose in there, all one word, you'll be glad you did. So it's Hog Holsters helping Americans wear guns. So now without further ado, I think what I'll do instead of me just rambling on, I'll bring you down to the old tabletop here, talk about the specs of this thing, show you some close-ups because it's a purty knife, and then we'll get to doing just a little bit of science. Okay, so here is the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. This one, as I said, in brown canvas micarta, CPM crewware steel, and specifically the model number for this one, if you're interested, is C81MPCW2. I'll try to put that in the description if I remember. This one is a really nice knife, obviously. And first thing I want to point out about this one is it is made in the USA. So got that going for it right off the bat. So let's talk about the specs of this thing, and I'll give you some close-ups as we go along. So first of all, the closed length of this knife is 4.82 inches. For those of you still stuck in that old metric system, that is 122 millimeters. The overall or open length is 8.29 inches or 211 millimeters. The blade length is 3.47 inches or 88 millimeters. And the edge length is 3.1 inches or 79 millimeters. Blade thickness is 0.145 inches or 3.7 millimeters at the spine. It is a full flat grind with a little secondary bevel here. As I said, the steel is CPM crewware developed by Crucible. It's got a really good reputation for toughness and edge holding. The handle material in this one, as I said, is micarta, and the liners are fully skeletonized stainless steel, which provide the foundation for this really nice compression lock. Features a 4-position ambidextrous pocket clip, so you can carry this thing tip up, tip down, left to right, however you want. A lined lanyard hole. Knife weighs just 3.9 ounces or 111 grams, and the MSRP on this knife is $290, but right now at the time of this video, it's available for about $218, maybe $217.50 from Spyderco's website and several others. I got to tell you, I did find this on Amazon for $190, but I also got to tell you, be careful because Spyderco is extremely subject to being counterfeited. These things are worldwide popular, and there are a lot of counterfeits out there. So buy from a reputable licensed dealer. Just buyer beware. I'm saying they make such a great product that everybody wants to copy them. And there we go. So what I thought I would do, I'm going to zoom you in just a little bit here, and we'll try to show you some of the cool details about this thing. So first of all, I want to explain, if you're not familiar with this compression lock, because it looks like kind of a reverse liner lock, but it is not. Can you see down in there? You see that little notch right there? This thing has a little bit of a tab in it, and what happens when you open the blade up, you see that notch moving around, it moves around. If you can see the notch moving around backwards, and it snaps into place. This thing is, try to get you see if I can get you a closer look at that. So there it is. It's locked into that little groove, and the way you release it is you pull it back out of the groove and close it. And then you can see there's the notch again that it goes into right there. And as it comes back over, hopefully you can see this, it gauges into that notch. It is a really, really strong, very good lock. This thing is comfortable in your hand, really, really ergonomic grip. Nice little jimping right here on the thumb ramp. Just, man, oh man, a little jimping here also for your fingers. If you want to choke up just a little bit like that and do some fine work. Again, it has a sleeved lanyard hole, and this is kind of that open architecture. I like that because stuff's going to get in there either way. Just unless you clean it out, just blow it out. It's really easy. And I'm going to try to let you see the close-up here. Can you see those little symbols there? So first of all, it says Made in the USA. Can you see that on Earth? And there's a little symbol here and another one here. And I had to look up what those are. And those are kind of stylized symbols for the initials for the designers of this knife, which is Sal Glesser, who created Spyderco, and his son Eric Glesser, who is running the company now. And I've actually had the pleasure of speaking with both those guys several times, and they're really good people, and they really are passionate about knives. So I like that. So anyway, that being said, maybe I thought we could do a little bit of science now. This is not a bushcraft knife. This is really straight up one of the most popular EDC knives maybe in the world. I know they are really have a strong reputation. So also, you can do this thing. You can just close it like that with one hand, and you can open it with one hand too. This thing is really butter smooth on the action. So one thing that I've always tried to do is test the sharpness of every knife that I get. And the folks at Spyderco, by the way, were kind enough to send this to me so I could test it for you. And every time I do that, if it doesn't pass the sharpness test, I get people saying, don't you know, everybody knows you have to sharpen a knife when you get a new knife. So far Spyderco is not, I guess they didn't get that memo, but we're going to try this one. We're going to do the internationally standard sharpness test, what I think it is, the redneck sharpness test. And we'll get this testing medium out here. See if I can get it in focus for you. Is it focused now? Is it focused? Focus. All right, let's see what happens. Yep, the folks at Spyderco did not get the memo about you have to sharpen all new knives when you get them out of the box. Okay, is there really any need to do a paper cutting test other than just as an opportunity to mess up the white balance on the camera? Sure, let's do it. See, I told you. Watch. Ooh, get your finger out of the way, Brian. Look at that, man. Like, oh, man. I'm just holding it with my fingers here. Look at this. Look at that. No pressure. The entire length of the blade. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, they didn't get the memo. This thing is, by golly, redneck sharp, 100%. So, like I said, this is not a bushcraft knife. It's pretty much an EDC knife for doing whatever you need to do with a knife, whether it's anything you might need to do with a knife. So, super solid lock here, but it does appear that potentially, maybe, possibly, it might even have a kind of a sharp spine on it. So, what the heck, man? You know, you only live once, right? So I thought we would give it a shot anyway. I've got my second favorite ferro rod here, the Exotac Fire Rod XL. Heard me say it before. My first favorite ferro rod is surrounded by, is attached to a little canister of butane, and it looks sort of like this. So this will be my second favorite. Let's just see if it'll get some sparks here. I'm gonna be easy because I'm in the house, but let's just see. Okay, so it does, but not a bunch. But in a pinch, it would work. So, when Alexander Graham Bell first invented the telephone, he had 3 missed calls from Chuck Norris. Okay, I'm just going to have to come right out and say it. My name's Brian, and I'm a Spyderco fanboy. I knew I was going to like this knife. And I'm not disappointed. I still think Spyderco makes excellent knives, and they make them across a wide range of prices. This happens to be one of their USA models, so it's on the upper end of the price scale. They also make them in Japan. They make some in China. They may make them somewhere else. I don't know. But everyone I've ever tested, no matter where it was made, has been 100% sharp out of the box, I guess they didn't get the memo again. Very, very well made, well designed. They just do a really good job. They make a really, really good knife. And this is literally one of their iconic classic designs, probably one of their most popular designs ever. And it's just, man, it is really, really a really well designed, well thought out knife. My understanding is that it is kind of a smaller version of their military, or at least developed from their military style knife, just called the military. Maybe I'll check that out one day, but I just really, really like it. In case you didn't know, by the way, see that little thing right there that we all have on our pocket knives now? Sal Glesser created that. He invented that. He was the first person to put a clip on a folding knife. Remember, they used to have them in these sheaths. That little hole right there, the one-handed opening hole, he also created that. So just absolutely not only excellent knives, but really an excellent design mind over there too. So that's it. I'll quit rambling now. This is these Spyderco Paramilitary 2, and this one is the tan micarta handles with the CPM crew wear steel, made in the USA, with this really, really solid compression lock. If you're looking for a really nice knife for yourself or for somebody for Christmas maybe, man, I can tell you that if I opened up one of these suckers on Christmas morning, I would probably be a happy little camper. I hope this video has been helpful and somewhat informative, and I sincerely appreciate you watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time.